Hi, welcome back. I'm Mary Jo, also known as Sojo, and this is my channel where I talk about all my quilty stitchy things. And I'm back for another shop hop haul. Now, before I get into that, I just want to mention a few things. So, Sunday I had posted that I wasn't going to do a weekly update because I've had some life events happen. Now, those weekly updates, I'm not sure for the next couple weeks how much I'm going to get done in the sewing room just because of those life events I've had being occupied. So just a little bit tell you about what happened before I get into my shop haul. If you don't want to hear about it, you can fast forward for a few minutes. So my daughter, who is in college, she's a full-time student. She also has a job. She's working. Well, the one day her classes got out early, so she went over to her grandparents for lunch. After she left lunch, she was headed home. Now these are they're county country roads, so they're not city roads. But she was driving, and her words is the last thing she remembers saying was, "Oh shit, there's a car in my lane," and then she went flying. So what happened was she's driving, another car is coming towards her. She tried to swerve because she saw the car come into her lane. It hit her on her driver's side back door tire area, and when it hit her, it spun her and hit a tree. So the tree, when she hit the tree, it like completely crushed that passenger side of her car and spun her around again, where she ended up in a person's yard. So that's that. So she's okay. When she first called me, she was a little confused about what was going on. Not because she had an head injury, but like she said, she just knows all she remembered thinking was someone's in my lane, and then she went flying. So, yeah, the car's totaled. She's fine. She did decline medical transport when on the scene, but then after I was there, she was having some belly pain, so I did take her to the ER just to make sure she didn't have any liver or spleen injuries, which she doesn't. So, but she will be fine. As far as I know, the other driver does have a broken arm, but I don't think he hit anything else once he had the initial impact of my daughter's car, because he landed in a field. So, yeah. Big reminder that life can change in a blink of an eye. But I am still thankful for a few things. I know she's fine. She's definitely got bruised. She's kind of a black and blue. Her body's a walking black and blue color. So, but she's fine. I am thankful that when he did hit her, it was on the back door tire and not a direct impact onto her driver front door where she was. And when she spun and hit the tree, it hit the passenger side, not the driver's side. If it hit the driver's side, I think I'd have a whole new story to tell you, or maybe not. But I also am thankful she usually has a passenger with her that she's taking back and forth to classes. That passenger was not with her that day, so I'm thankful to that, because like I said, the entire passenger side was crushed into like the center console. I'm also thankful that she did not hit this person's house. The tree kind of stopped her from hitting the house. The person that was there, I'm not sure if he actually saw the crash or just heard it and came out afterwards, but he did say he was working in his office, was right there in the front of the house, so I would have hated to have known what would happen if she would have went through the house. So, and yes, all the airbags were deployed, and yeah, when the 911 was called, she said she was very confused as to what happened. You know, she thought she was in an accident, but she wasn't sure where she was, if she was in a field in somebody's yard, and she remembers finally seeing the road and being like, "There's a road, I should be on that." Well, she wasn't. Plus, all the airbags were deployed, so she couldn't see anything. She was able to get out from the only functional door left in the car. So there's that. But she is okay. It's all that matters. So yes, now my life is dealing with insurance companies and trying to get that all sorted out. But she was not the at-fault driver. She's okay. It's just, yeah, life had some other plans it wanted me to do to take care of. So that's that. I just wanted to give you an update. I did leave that post, and you know, so sewing is not really happening right now. So, but anyway, so now I have been doing the shop hop, and I'm a little bit where I'm showing you now. I went to a couple weeks ago, so I'm a little behind in showing you where I went and what we've done. So here is my shop hop. So we started out over here in this East Central region on my birthday because this is Amish country and wanted a few shops. So I had done that. I also have done a few in here. I finished this region. This up here, I have shown you all but this one store. I did get back to it, but I'm showing you in order, so it will be a couple more videos before I show you what I got at this store. And I've got this store right here. So this particular day was a Friday, and we went on a Friday, and we're going right over here to this region up here, which is the farthest away from us because we live down here. So we left like at 6 o'clock in the morning, and we did not get home until about 8. I've had people ask me, do you guys stay over when you do all these? No, we do not. We usually leave early, get as much as we can, and we drive. Most of these times we have went on Saturdays, which Saturdays have shorter shopping hours. If you can go during the week, they usually have longer hours. But, you know, it's kind of hard with my husband working. But this particular day, he was able to take a Friday off to get a few more in. So I'm just going to show you the first half of this day, which is about 6 shops. So it'll be shops 40 through 45. So, like I said, we are going to come up here in this region. Let me show you the bigger map. We're right over here. Now, my first stop is up here at 14. Now, I would have stopped here at 4 first. However, they didn't open till later. 14 opened sooner, so I wanted to get that first, and then we came back over to 4. So 14, right here, is Creative Stitches. So, now this shop, when we went in, pulled into a driveway, a little long driveway, and as we came in, they have several houses off of this driveway and a schoolhouse there. So I'm like, I wonder if this is an Amish shop. Sure enough, it was. Now they had lots of beautiful Amish houses and stuff back through there. And this is the card that they gave at Creative Stitches. This is their block card. Now this store didn't have fabric. It was more of a machine accessory type thing. But I still did look around, and they had a few patterns. So I bought something. And this is what I bought. This Carolyn Moore earrings patterns. I know she has a couple of these, and I've been wanting to try these, and since it's the first time I've actually saw them in a shop, I decided to grab them. So I might try and make some earrings. I believe these are foundation paper pieced. Yes. So I might try and make some quilt block earrings sometime. So I got that at Creative Stitches. Then from Creative Stitches, which was 14, we backtracked a little bit to 4. And this is the Quilted Thimble. Oh, they also gave me some little brochures and stuff at Creative Stitches for machines, which I'm not interested in buying a new machine. So at Quilted Thimble, they gave me this card. This is their block card. And they had some Tilda on sale. Now, I don't remember how much I paid for this Tilda. I really don't. I tried to look at the receipt. I couldn't find it. I want to say it was either $10 or $12. I don't know. But it was Tilda that was on sale. So I got some of that. I got this one. And this is, let's see, Tilda Quilt Collection Jubilee. So that is that Tilda. Then I got another Tilda, which was this. Now before the shop hop, I didn't have any Tilda, So I've started to kind of add to my collection. This is also the Jubilee collection. Yard of that. And I got a third yard of Tilda, which was this. Let's see, is this the Jubilee collection also? Yep, Jubilee collection. So that is what I got there. And I also picked up a new pattern. This is a by Annie pattern, double zip gear bag 2.0. So, another bag pattern. So that's what I got there. Then, from Quilted Thimble, we went down here to 8, which is the craft cupboard. Now, on the way here, when we drive, I pretty much map it out, figure out where we're going, whatever, and then my husband does the driving. I literally just put in the name, and then the GPS tells him where to go. He has no idea where we're going. He just does the driving. So when we first started up here in 4, we went, and then we went to 14, and we backtracked to 4, and then when we were coming down to 8, he tells me, he's like, "Why are we driving down this road again for the 3rd time?" I had to tell him. I was like, well, it's because 14 opened first, so we had to do a little backtracking. I had to get them all in. It's the only way I could figure out how to get them in. So I went to 14, 4, then back to 8. It made sense to me. Didn't want to wait. Okay, so at the craft cupboard, they gave this block pattern. And my husband liked this dog panel, so we bought this panel. I don't remember what all of them said. There's the bottom too. And then here's the rest of the panel. I don't know what I'll do with this panel, but I will find something. So I bought that dog panel, and then I bought some yardage to go with it. I bought a yard of this and a yard of this. Okay, let's see. This dog panel is from Clothworks. A Dog's Life by Dan D. Palo for Clothworks. And I do believe these are the same fabrics that went with it, so they should be from the same line. Yes, Dog's Life by Dan D. Palo, something like that. That's just to make sure. Yep, same thing. So that's what I bought at Something Covered, the craft cupboard. So that's what I bought there. Then from the craft cupboard, we headed up from 8 to up here to 9. And number 9 is the quilting block up here. And at the quilting block, this is the block they gave out right here. And then my husband found some more novelty prints that he wants me to make some sort of mouse pad type cover for his computer in his computer room, along with, I don't know where it out is, but in my previous shop hop hauls, he had found a keyboard print that he wanted. So in addition to that keyboard print, he found these loose wires he wants me to use to make some sort of a mouse pad type thing, and these parts. So that's what we bought at the quilting block, and those were $13 a yard. All right, then from the quilting block we headed down to number 10. Now, number 10, there's 2 shops at number 10, and that is Alpha to Omega Quilting and Country Quilt Shack. Now, they're interesting things to me as they're like in a roundabout traffic circle, whatever you want to call them. One's at one curve of it, and the other's at the other curve of it. So, I mean, they're literally right there beside each other, not far. So, I went to Country Quilt Shack first, and here is the quilt block. Country Quilt Shack gave. Now, I didn't buy anything at Country Quilt Shack. I couldn't find anything, but that's okay. So then I went to Alpha to Omega Quilting, which, like I said, is at another curve of that little traffic circle roundabout, whatever you want to call them. So this was the quilt block at Alpha to Omega. Now, when I had went on this shop hop 2 years ago, Alpha to Omega was in a different building, so this was a new building, and we were trying to figure out what this building used to be, because it's almost like a log cabin-y type style. Very pretty, but we're like, it used to be some sort of lodge. We don't know, but it was a very pretty building. So I bought some clearance fabric. I think this was $8 a yard. Yeah, $8 a yard. Alpha to Omega. So I bought some Sweetwater fabric from Moda, and this is Flirt. Just black and white print. Well, it's not quite a, it looks like maybe a dark charcoaly. And this is also Flirt from Sweetwater by Moda. And one other yard. Flirt by Sweetwater, or from Moda by Sweetwater. So that's it. So this, and that. So those are 6 shops. So that's the first half of the day. Of a Friday, we went to do this northeast region, which is the farthest away. Okay, till next time when I show you the next 6 shops.